Hey y'all, I'm Nikki. I'm going to be talking tonight about social media and your business. I'm going to give a couple minutes, or not even, for some people to jump on. To get started, I'm going to introduce myself. I am a mom of four, a dog mom as well. Um, I have a husband, native Vermonter, and I am a clinical researcher. Oh, the I am list is very long, so hold on. I'm PTO president of two schools. I volunteer at the Respite House. Um, I help out with Girl Scouts. I am a den leader for Cub Scouts. I also do 13 merit badges in the state for Boy Scouts. The list goes on. I forget half the stuff I do because, oh, and the lead fundraiser for cheerleading team. Um, on top of that, though, I am a person who loves a good deal, loves a coupon, meal planner. I teach classes for stuff like that. I am all over the place, but also I'm super busy. So something I had to figure out how to do very quickly and efficiently was using social media for your business. So also super bad ADHD. So if I squirrel, I will come back around and probably finish the topic, but I have notes because that's how I am. Um, so, I am the star director of the team Butterfly Kisses. I promoted to director 7 months into my business, and I hit star director in 11 months of starting my business, all during the wonderful hypergrowth. I hit shooting star, sensational start level 3, and I've earned every trip incentive since I've joined. I joined in March of 2020 when the world shut down. Social media with your business is something I speak fluently. I have only had about a handful of parties in person because they weren't very common until more recently for me. Um, so, some of the things that, sorry, some of the things that could be the biggest benefit to your business is something not that you're not paying for. You're only using time when you use social media. Scheduling posts for your team, group, yourself, your VIPs is going to be very beneficial. If you turn your personal page into a content creator page, and I don't know if there's a certain amount of people you have to have following you at that point, but you can then schedule your posts out for your personal page. It's a very big benefit I have found beneficial in the past year. So, that being said, all of my parties, I don't call them parties, I will say that also. I call them sent socials because I don't like the word party unless I'm having a birthday party for someone. Um, but all of my parties I do online through groups for the most part. I do some bag parties. I have not done a texting party yet, but it's on my radar to get someone eventually to do it. Um, Scheduling out posts, taking literally 2 hours out of your day, time blocking those 2 hours on a day that you know is quiet. For me personally, that's Sunday evening. It's quieter in my house. I schedule out posts for my team page. I'll schedule posts out for my VIPs. I'll schedule out anything I need to. I'll pre-make my project broadcast for the following week and then add anything that's released on Thursday for us. So then it's all set to schedule out on Friday for the most part, just adding in whatever might be coming in as an LTO. But I use social media in so many different ways for my business. I have Instagram and Facebook linked because if I'm going to post it in one, I'm going to post it in the other. Might as well just keep it simple and post in one place. I then have, if I do a reel or a quick video of changing wax, etc., I will post it as a TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, Reel, and YouTube Shorts. Again, using that content and hitting multiple places at once. It's more efficient that way, and you already have the content created. And if you're commenting, I'm so sorry, I don't see any comments, so I apologize for that. Excuse me. So, what do I use social media for? Well, the better question is, what do you use social media for? I can tell you what I use it for, and you might come up with more ideas that you don't realize you use it for. Um, but how I use it is I use it for my team, like I mentioned. I use it for my personal self. I use it for my VIPs. I use it for my coupon group. I use it for my kids, and I use it for their sports. Um, when you go to my page, though, you will see Scentsy in there randomly, but you will not only see Scentsy. People know that I'm not going to just post about Scentsy. So, I've had followers join me that are Scentsy consultants because they started by looking at my weekly menu. Something simple like this. And this is how I time block also by my weekly menu. I plan my meetings around that for Scentsy. I make it so that people can share recipes with me. I can share recipes with them. But I use that on social media so that I can have a conversation to build relationships with others. I have a lot of people say, I thought we had a meeting on this day, because I write my meetings at the top of what days they're happening. And then that way everyone's on the same page. So that's how one of my big conversation builders is by posting outside of the Scentsy world, other things that are not Scentsy related. That's because I love a good deal and a coupon. That was my easy way, was meal planning every week and sharing it with the world. If you were to go to, sorry, I'm reading my own note. I apologize. The reason I do this, and that's one of the examples I do, is the menu, is because if you go onto my personal page and you scroll, you're going to see personal, you'll see Scentsy, you'll see my kids, you'll see sports stuff, you will see everything and anything, including interactive posts, because I refuse to be just Scentsy. I want to break the algorithm. And the more people that comment on your posts and then you reply to them, let those people then see other posts that you're posting when they're scrolling their newsfeed. That's what you're going for. That natural sprinkle in without it seeming like, oh my gosh, all she posts about is Scentsy. You never want to be that person, because that's how you get people to hit the either unfollow button or feel like they want to see, there's the see more and see less options. Those are there for a reason. Sorry. So something I also use social media for is my team. I will admit I'm really, really, really bad at sending emails to my team. Unless it's very important, not a release. I'm going to post all that in my team page. So using social media for my team, or using your team page, I don't know who your director is, but posting on their page, anything that you're doing to work, anything you're doing to try. Like right now, we're doing in my team page, with boxes. We just did the Christmas in August because we had that bundle in the clearance section. And we are working on fall with transition. Everyone's posting what they're doing, what they're working, what their plan is for the incentive, and boosting each other up. That's one way to work your business and get ideas so you can create other IPAs that you're trying to get for yourself. IPA, income producing activity. Sorry. I hated acronyms when I first joined the business. So I try to break them down. What I use it for personal. I want people to see I'm a real human being, authentically me all the time. I share for that's related to Scentsy. I can share my kids and what they're doing sports wise. I can share what I'm cooking that week. I love food porn, gonna admit it. I take pictures of all my food and I post that in my stories. Utilizing those stories also is huge with personal. But I also put in when I'm utilizing food and people are like, oh my gosh, I love meatloaf and mashed potatoes when I just made it. I can say, oh, how do you make yours? Everyone's is just a little bit different. It's a good way to, again, building those connections like I was mentioning with the recipe earlier. Um, and then I use it, social media with my business, for my VIPs. They have their own group. It's called Nikki Sensational's Friends. And with that, they are able to then not only see what's coming out, anything that's coming out, and as an LTO, I pin to my featured area and then bump it each day. 3 days left, 2 days until it's released. 1 day, don't forget to get on my pre-order list. And then that way they consistently see that. And now you can use the @ highlight to highlight anything you want in that group once a day. Like you could do the @ everyone to highlight that as well in your groups as well. My coupon group, I have many people. I made this when I had postpartum depression over 10 years ago. And people then follow me from it. They look at my menu, they look at my meal plan, and then they also see now my Scentsy stuff. I've gained customers that way. I have gained teamies that way. Being authentically me all the time. Interactive posts. Never make them Scentsy related. I'm going to say it again. Never make them Scentsy related. Because if you can make it something not about your business, because people are like, oh, she's just trying to find out what I like or what I don't like, they are more likely to respond. I at least do an interactive post once a week. And I will literally get 50 to 100 comments within 24 hours. And then I'm going to go back and reply to each one of those because it breaks that algorithm. So then they will see my stuff more often. Again, I've gotten teamies and I've gotten customers this way. Kids and sports, big one. We are on the run. Like today has been insane. Someone asked earlier how I do it all. Honestly, I don't. I have a spouse who helps, but I had a patient as early at 7 o'clock this morning, so I had to be in clinic before then to prep things. And then I have a garden program that I'm part of with the hospital today. One kid had cheer, one kid had scouts. I was literally late because I had to get food in. But posting that you're a real mom, a real crazy running around getting stuff done, whether you are a mom or not, is how people then build that trust with you in relationships. When you're using social media, they feel like they can connect to you. And then, like I said, with those kids, they love making reels with me. We make reels for changing our wax. We make reels for using cotton cleanups in general. We make reels for changing out our soap, our fragrance flowers, our coloring them. We do it together. My favorite reel is Transition Month because my kids help sticker, label, and put party packs together for me. I have a whole training on party packs on what I put in them that I can link later if you'd like. But then I'm showing them that it's not only just my business, it's a family business. We work together as a team. Because I consider them my teammates when it comes to home life. We're trying to get everything together as a team. But I also show, like, whenever we have a cheer competition, whenever we have hockey practice, soccer practice, we have swim competition. We're in a lot of sports. I show all of that because, again, the authentic part of it in using social media is what people are going to use to trust you and trust that you're being authentically you when you're sharing products with Scentsy. I always schedule events within my groups so that if I'm having a party, they see an event of when I'm going to go live. If I'm going to go live in a party, they know, and I tell them ahead of time, we're taking a tour around my house. We start in my bedroom with my diffuser and my lotion. And then we go into the bathroom. We look in the kids' room because they have these deluxe diffusers. We go into my kitchen. We go into our living room, and that has warmers. It has fragrance flowers. I have the letterboard warmer in my kitchen. Then we head into the playroom. We have like R2-D2, which is fun. The lighthouse is in here. Air purifier is in here. we go into the basement where my office is. I have an air purifier in there. And I have obviously wax in there. And then we go into like the laundry area where I have whiffs in there, and I share my whole house. I don't care what my house looks like, because here's the thing. Every other mom is going to relate to you. Especially if you are constantly going, you feel like you never can get anything done, or you don't have time to do this business. Every other mom's going to see like, oh, my house looks like hers too, and if she can do it, so can I. So we go through all of that, and then I'll also schedule, I'll change the party name and say ending soon, so that we can kind of finish up those last people who like to order last minute. And then I'll say closed at midnight, and you can change that phrase every 24 hours. And what I've noticed is that when people see it change, when you change the name, they get a notification. So then they will go in and look at the page to see what you've either A, posted, or B, what if they want to order, if they forgot to, etc. I also reach out to them individually. Anyone who joined that party knew they were going into a Scentsy party. Why did they go into that party? Did they go to shop? Did they go to look? Did they go to see what we had because they didn't know what Scentsy was? Did they go in there to potentially see what the options are and see if they could afford something, and or were they looking for an opportunity for a business? I have found all those scenarios in different parties through the last 3 years. So don't sell yourself short. Make sure you reach out to them no matter what. And of course, the thank you posts are always the best. People love to see what people are going to order. And I post those also in my groups. There's so much more with social media. But the biggest tip I would say is the scariest one is going live on your personal page, not your VIP group. I mean, do go live there too, but your personal page with an unboxing and any chaos that can be done. I've had kids knock over testers. I've had the dog try and sniff things while I was live on my personal page. He just had his nose up, and it was funny. Those are people who are not your customers potentially yet. But you can always say, hey, I offer referrals. If you know someone who's looking for a Scentsy rep or whatnot, reach out to me. Or if you want to see what I'm unboxing this warmer, and it's a licensed one that people are going to want. They don't know you have it if you're just posting or going live on your VIP page of unboxing things. So go live on your personal page. I try to do that monthly. In the summertime, I'm going to admit, I do it bi-monthly because our summers get a little crazy. Be authentically you in the lives. Your friends and family really know who you are. So as you gain followers and as you gain new customers, be that same person. So that's what I have for going social media with your business. There is a lot more I have, but I don't want to draw this out because I'm also a mom who is precious with their time at night and wants to make sure that if you have questions, I'm happy to answer them. At the same time, I know that a long training can suck. I'll be honest. So that's what I have. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, comment. I am an open book. You can private message me. I'm good with that. If you have any questions, promoting, etc., I'm also happy to help with that. Oh, I had to reconnect for a moment. One thing I did forget to mention was I know promoting can be hard, but I also know that promoting can be really rewarding because my first month of this business, I went from essential consultant to star consultant in the same month. So if you have those goals, write them down and work hard, and I guarantee you can surprise yourself. And social media can really boost it. So thank you for having me. I hope you all have a great night.